Alright, welcome back to another video of Davian's collection of VHS, DVDs, games, and more. Today we're going to be doing my February 2024 Wii Game Collection. I now have 16 Wii games in my collection, and the newest arrivals are Rig Racer 2, Mario Kart Wii, Game Party 2, Outdoor Action Double Pack, and NHL 2K11. Those will be temporary games. And the two games temporarily removed from my collection are Tiger Woods PGA Tour 09 All Play and Donkey Kong Country Returns. It's gonna be freaking epic. Now let's get on to the video. Starting with is the very first Wii game ever released, Wii Sports. Got this in July 2023, and it still works, and it is cosmetically flawed because of the condition. Still works though. I like to call these discs that are scratched up but fully working cosmetically flawed, because even though they're scratched up, they still work totally fine. Next up is Tony Hawk's Downhill Jam, which is a launch Wii game. Works fine, got this Christmas Day of 2023. It is also on Game Boy Advance, Nintendo DS, and PS2. Next up is Madden NFL 08. It is also the very last Madden NFL game for the GameCube, and also the last GameCube game ever released out of the Wii version. It's also the last Madden NFL game with the old Wiimote screen. Has no previews though. Next up is Crash of the Titans. This one requires a nunchuck, unlike Super Mario Galaxy. It is also the very last Crash Bandicoot Game Boy Advance game ever released. As you may remember, there is a Crash Bandicoot racing game for the PS2, Xbox, GameCube, and Game Boy Advance called Crash Nitro Kart. Used to have this game for the PS2, but I don't anymore as of 2020. Next up is Rayman Raven Rabbids 2. The title of it is a tongue twister. Unlike Crash of the Titans, Manaway, and Tony Hawk's Downhill Jam, I got this on Christmas of 2023. Next up is Rig Racer 2. This one is my first semi-racing Wii game. Tested it out and it works totally fine. No Wii speaker report so far. It does not support Wii speakers on this game. Got this recently, but will not be for long, since it is my dad's cousin's game. Next up is Sega Bass Fishing, that I got December 11th, 2023. Works totally fine. It's in good condition. It's actually one of my early Christmas presents, by the way. Next up is Mario Kart Wii. This contains tracks from Mario Kart Double Dash and Mario Kart DS. Works fine, and it looks to be in decent condition, so this one's another cosmetically flawed Wii game. So far, we have two cosmetically flawed Wii games, meaning that they are in decent or bad shape, but they work. I'm getting one from DK Oldies soon, if they respond to my mail. Next up is Active Life Outdoor Challenge. It works, but it requires the dance board, which I do not have. Once I get the dance board, depending on the price, well, I think it's expensive, but if I have enough money to save for it, it'll be a perfectly working game, and it will save last. And it does have the moving heads as the character selection screen. The 5 new games I mentioned as new arrivals, I got them recently. Most of them, I got them on Christmas of 2023. Next up is Shaun White Snowboarding Road Trip. Orange color on the front of the disc, and it works. Next up is Game Party 2. This is a reprint because When you look here, if my camera will focus, it says 2010, but when you open it up and put it into the Wii, it'll say 2008. Those two came out in 2006. Those four came out in 2007. Those five came out in 2008. The next two came out in 2009, which I'm going to show you. When you boot up the game, it'll say Midway. The creators of Mortal Kombat. Next up is New Super Mario Bros. Wii. It does not work. I got this in May 2023 along with the console and Donkey Kong Country Returns. It does not work because of the condition it is in. Super scratched up. It stopped working in November 2023. Probably the owner got this game in March 2010, so that's why it is in this type condition. Next up is Outdoor Action Double Pack. That works totally fine. Next up is NHL 2K11, my first 2K Wii game in my collection. This works totally fine. 2K sports games are really hard. It's in pristine condition for a Wii game. It was most likely scratched in the past, but it was taken to a disc resurfacer machine to make it work again. Next up is Wheel of Fortune. This works fine, and it's my mom's favorite Wii game in the collection. This version is available on Wii and Nintendo DS, one of the most popular consoles of the early 2010s. Really popular for 2011 as the movie video games were released on 7th gen consoles. It's in pristine condition, and it is the very first Wii game I bought in brand new condition. If you want to see its first appearance, head on over to the Christmas presents video. I'll post it in the links below. And last but not least is the newest Wii game I have in my collection, Mario and Sonic at the London 2012 Olympic Games. This is the very last Sonic Wii game ever released. I'm starting to really like Decap Attack because of their music, but I will not be getting the Genesis game collections for PS2 and my other consoles, since most of the Sega games I don't like. Here it is. It works and it's in good condition. Bought this on December 17th, 2023 as an early Christmas present. Go check that video out. Links in the description below. Now it's going to do me with my February 2024 Wii Game Collection. It's the biggest Wii collection ever yet. So far with 16 games. A couple of them will be removed from my collection after a few days. So do not comment badly on these games or you will be blocked. On Davian's Awesome Adventures, I've blocked a YouTube channel for saying a swear word. Swear word so far, which is the N-word. Anyways, this is Davian's collection of VHS, DVDs, games, and more. Thank you for watching. I hope you like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you again in my next video.